This is Valley News Live at noon.
We have new information about an arson investigation in downtown Fargo. The Fargo Police Department says they have identified the 3 persons of interest for starting a fire at the old Mid-America Steel building. Crews first responded to the 3-alarm fire at 7:30 at night on March 22nd. They remained on scene until noon the next day, putting out the flames and investigating the fire. Police say the 3 people pictured are juveniles, so their names won't be released. Official charges haven't been filed against the 3 yet. Our routine monthly training with Valley Water Rescue ended with Fargo police solving a months-old theft case. Monday's dive was meant to locate small items from the river, but the first diver in found a motorcycle. Using a tow strap and life bag, a couple of divers were able to pull this 2017 Indian Scout motorcycle from the river. Fargo police were called and identified the bike as being stolen back in November of 2020. They located the owner, who was surprised to get their bike back. Well, speaking of dive teams, Dilworth Police just announced the formation of a dive team in their department. They say all officers have completed dive water training and are now fully certified and equipped to help at any deep water lake emergency in the area. The Bemidji Fire Department worked for an hour to put out a fire yesterday afternoon. The call came in around 2 in the afternoon about a travel trailer fully engulfed in flames at 507 Jefferson Avenue Southwest. The RV and its contents are all destroyed, an estimated $50,000 loss. The fire is under investigation but is considered to be accidental. And this has been the case most of the week, but extreme fire risk conditions continue. A red flag warning remains in effect across northwest Minnesota. Now, this includes the counties of Becker, Clay, Otter Tail, and Polk. A red flag warning means the area is experiencing critical weather conditions that are ideal for wildfire. The warning is set to expire at 10 tonight. Now, as we talk about the red flag warnings, we want to be cautious of any grilling out here. Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Well, good afternoon. The red flag warning actually more comprehensive than that. It includes all of our viewing area in eastern North Dakota and beyond, out west into North Dakota and down into South Dakota as well, and many of our counties in northwest Minnesota. So just about everybody included in this, and the concerns for the spread of any wildfires as the wind picks up and could take control of that fire. So again, no burning today. And a look at our wind speeds, they've picked up. We've got a gust now to 30 in Fargo. Out of the south, a gust to 31 in Grand Forks, and we are seeing that southerly wind helping to warm us up too. We are warming into the 40s now in eastern North Dakota. We're currently at 44 in Fargo and 43 in Grand Forks, still in the 30s in Minnesota, but everybody now above freezing, and that's something we haven't seen in a couple of days in some of our communities here in the valley. So warming things up with that south wind, we just have to watch out for that wildfire danger. Here's a look at our hourly planner. Expect temperatures to continue rising. Those of us who are already in the 40s likely to make it to the 50s for highs today, and more likely into the 40s in the east. The winds are going to be an issue. These are your steady speeds. We'll talk about our gusts and what to expect as we head into tonight and beyond into the holiday weekend coming up.
It definitely is impacting North Dakota and Minnesota, like you just mentioned, so we'll stay tuned with you to see what else to expect. Thanks again, Lisa. Well, just into our newsroom, Fargo police are going to hold a news conference this afternoon to address recent druggings reported at several downtown bars. This is a story Valley News Live has been following for several weeks now. We've confirmed at least 4 instances where people have reported their drinks being tampered with. We will stream the 1 o'clock news conference live on our website and bring you the latest tonight on Valley News Live. A major roadway blocked for much of the morning after crews moved a house from one location to the other. Take a look at this. The big house slowly but surely making its way down University Drive off of 21st Avenue South. The overall travel time was expected to take 2 hours. A good bit of traffic traveling along with it, many people even taking pictures and video. Fargo police were there blocking off the southbound lanes to give clearance to safely move it. This house will be placed on a property south of Fargo. We're following a developing story out of California, where there was another mass shooting last night, this time just outside of Los Angeles. Naomi Ruckham tells us what happened in the nation's 3rd deadliest shooting in a little more than 2 weeks.
A child is among the 4 people killed yesterday during a shooting at an office building in Orange, California.
Upon arrival, the officers discovered shots that were actively being fired and our officers did engage in an officer-involved shooting.
The call for shots fired came around 5:30 p.m. Signs outside the building indicate a handful of businesses inside include an insurance office, a financial consulting firm, and a legal services business.
It's my understanding that it's an upstairs and a downstairs with a courtyard area. It is a situation that was moving from different areas, so it is my understanding that it's throughout that area.
Witnesses say sounds of the shooting were quickly followed by an apparent gun battle with police.
All of a sudden I heard about 5 to 7 gunshots go off, and then waited a couple minutes, and then the police came, and then I heard a few more gunshots go off.
I can tell you Orange is a very safe city, and we don't have stuff like this that happens very often.
Family members gathered outside the building after the shooting, waiting to learn about their loved ones. Paul Tovar was looking for his brother and niece, who both work inside.
I'm just trying to find out his well-being. He's not answering his phone, neither is my niece. I'm pretty scared and worried. I wish I knew more. I don't know. Right now I'm just praying really hard.
This is the city's deadliest shooting since 1997. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
In addition to the 4 killed, 2 others, including the suspect, are hospitalized in critical condition. Law enforcement across the state will have extra paroles out starting today to enforce the state's distracted driving law. The You Drive, You Text, You Pay campaign runs through the whole month of April. The Department of Public Safety says nearly 300 citations were issued in North Dakota for distracted driving during the enforcement period in September 2020. Preliminary crash fatalities in 2021 are trending higher than previous years, with 21 deaths to date, making this campaign even more important. Police recommend using a Do Not Disturb app while you are driving. We could see interesting trailer combinations on North Dakota roads in the coming year. The House approved a bill allowing select trucks and trailers to exceed the maximum length and weight. Originally, the bill only included road trains, which are semis with more than one trailer, but was changed to include tractors and other combinations. Many lawmakers like the idea of being able to move a lot of freight across the state in the hopes of bringing down shipping costs. However, some are worried the vehicles will be bad for the roads and dangerous for the drivers. North Dakota still needs the permission of Congress to establish the pilot project. The bill goes back to the Senate to adapt changes made by the House. Well, you'll soon be seeing some new art in downtown Fargo. Submissions from 2 local artists were selected to be placed on seasonal banners as part of an initiative to beautify the heart of the city and put a spotlight on local artists. More than 70 submissions were received and voted on. These are some of the chosen designs from Rachel Pozek and Nicole Gagner. The call went out to the Fargo-Moorhead community in February requesting both experienced and novice local artists to submit artwork that captures their view on the uniqueness that downtown Fargo provides to the community. You'll start seeing the banners downtown Fargo this spring. Well, coming up at noon, the Chauvin trial continues with more witnesses testifying, hard-to-see video being shown. And we're continuing to be in a red flag warning until tonight. What to expect up next with meteorologist Lisa Green.